today. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
The option to start the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Slant to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Making the catch is Sternberger.
Love's pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Love from the gun.
The Seahawks.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Love's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Love now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15. 1st down, Packers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Seahawks.
To the air again, Love. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Jordan Love sack.
They And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the...
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Green Bay.
Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
A loss of 5 yards.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Devontae Adams. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Love. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how...
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. For the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Carson, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson.
Wilson's
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
a gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Number 3.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 3rd down, Love.
And that's one of those.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
A fumble on the play.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely. a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Love with a give to Dillon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. 1-yard gain. Brings up
operating from the gun. Love.
44-yard.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson, Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Packers
3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
From the gun, Love. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Dancing to his left. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
From the gun, Wilson.
26-yard line.
Now he'll pull it down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
For the Seahawks field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10.
16. Packers 10.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Atlanta heading west to take on San Francisco. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 35-21, the final score. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 35-17 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
on 3rd down. It's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
And off to Chris Carson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Defense. This is unbelievable.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run a toss here with Dillon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down, Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
A.J. Dillon, the ball carrier. Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down, Love to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Touchdown, Packers. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. around the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
Wilson now on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love now to pass on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
17.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Love from the gun. He'll find Aguara complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
It is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start with the option. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Packers offense set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Love's ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
to throw again, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And 10 yards.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Seahawks take back over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run for it with Carson, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Is a turnover.
Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
He'll look to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back to throw. 23 yards on the play. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.